Friends, it's Miss Amanda. You know, on a rainy day like this, what is eventually going to happen? Mud. And so I'm reading today Mud Puddle by Robert Munsch, one of my favorites. Julianne's mother bought her new clean clothes. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she walked outside and sat down under the apple tree. Unfortunately, hiding up in the apple tree, there was a mud puddle. It saw Julie Ann sitting there and it jumped right on her head. She got completely all over muddy. Even her ears were full of mud. Julie Ann ran inside yelling, "Mommy, Mommy, a mud puddle jumped on me." Her mother picked her up, took off all her clothes, and dropped her into a tub of water. She scrubbed Julie Ann until she was red all over. She washed out her ears, she washed out her eyes, she even washed out her mouth. She must have been really, really full of mud. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she looked out the back door. She couldn't see a mud puddle anywhere, so she walked outside and sat down in her sandbox. The sandbox was next to the house, and hiding up on top of the house, there was a mud puddle. It saw Julie Ann sitting down there and it jumped right onto her head. She got completely all over muddy. Even her nose was full of mud. Ew. Julie Ann ran inside yelling, "Mommy, Mommy, a mud puddle jumped on me." Julie Ann's mother picked her up, took off all her clothes, and dropped her in the tub of water. She scrubbed Julie Ann till she was red all over. She washed out her eyes, she washed out her ears, she washed out her mouth, she even washed out her nose. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. Then she put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she had an idea. She reached way back into the closet and got a big yellow raincoat. She put it on and walked outside. There was no mud puddle anywhere, so she yelled, "Hey, mud puddle!" Nothing happened, so she yelled even louder, "Hey, mud puddle!" Julianne was standing in the sunshine in her raincoat, getting very hot. She pulled back her hood. Nothing happened. She took off her raincoat, and as soon as she took off her coat, out from behind the doghouse there came a mud puddle. It ran across the grass and jumped right onto Julianne's head. She got completely all over muddy. Julianne ran inside yelling, "Mommy, Mommy, a mud puddle jumped on me." Her mother picked her up, took off all her clothes, and dropped her in a tub full of water. She scrubbed Julianne until she was red all over. She washed out her ears, she washed out her eyes, she washed out her mouth, she washed out her nose, she even washed out her belly button. All those suds. Julianne put on a clean new shirt and buttoned it up the front. She put on clean new pants and buttoned them up the front. Then she sat by the back door because she was afraid to go outside. Then she had an idea. She reached up to the sink and took a bar of smelly yellow soap. She gave it a smell. Ugh. She took another bar of smelly yellow soap and gave it a smell. Heck. She put the smelly yellow soap into her pocket. Then she ran out in the middle of her backyard and yelled, "Hey, mud puddle!" The mud puddle jumped right over the fence and ran right toward her. Julianne threw a bar of soap right into the mud puddle's middle. The mud puddle stopped. Julianne threw the other bar of soap right into the mud puddle. The mud puddle said, "Oh, yuck!" It ran across the grass, jumped over the fence, and never came back. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed this book, Mud Puddle. I know when I was a little girl, it seemed like mud puddles came out and jumped out at me all the time. I wonder if you guys are like that too. Bye for now.